Once again, I'm leaving the post office here at Southeast on Southern Avenue, Washington, D.C. Getting ready to head down. I just mailed off this certified letter to the head of the litigation department for the United States court system civil litigation unit. Patricia McCarthy. Her agents refused to make an appearance. They refused to respond to any of my motions and pleadings or anything, and I'm tired of it. So I need to contact her directly. Now I'm heading into D.C. To file additional papers in the Court of Appeals from the Federal Circuit. I had to go to Janice Grenadier's office on Saturday. She graciously printed out a copy of the docket for me, and even though the docket clearly shows that they emailed me a copy of the docket, I never received it. I never received it by USPS mail. And, they're doing everything to obstruct justice. There's supposed to be some kind of response due by April 2nd. Today's the 31st. They're just doing anything they can to obstruct justice. So you can't rely on the courts anymore, folks. So I'm going down to file that. I already filed on the 26th. Filed a notice, certified registered letter to the U.S. Marshal Service Senior Agent Scarlatti in Arlington, Virginia, and to send a copy on the 27th to Scarlatti, and also to the FOIA request compliance officer, both certified registered mail. First request I made to the U.S. Marshal's office back in, I think it was the 20th, still has not been confirmed to be received by the U.S. Marshal Service, according to tracking. So I'm not giving up, folks. I can't. There's too much at stake here. I guess I'll go back in and be subject to humiliation once again, but that's all right. I'm used to it. I don't care. The goal here is to make a record and appeal to the Supreme Court of the United States, because all the dockets have been tampered with, and now even this latest case, when I got the docket on Saturday the 26th, they did not note my petition for writ of mandamus as required. So I'm going down to address that and let them know that I have asked the U.S. Marshal to investigate falsification of court records, which is within their domain and responsibility. they're all government agents. All of them work for the defendant. Defendant Donald John Trump and his corporate agents who have overtaken our government and our rule of law. He gets to file papers and immediately get them put on the docket. He gets his attorneys, because their attorneys, they get to get motions, they get subpoenas, they get summonses, they get special treatment, and if you're a victim of a government agency or corporate corruption, you get nothing. You get treated as if you're a second-class citizen, and you have no rights whatsoever for anything. So, we just have to take it one step at a time, folks. We have to dot our I's and cross our T's and pray to the good Lord that eventually this will come to an end. I also asked the marshal to look into the corruption and falsification of court records in Cecil County, Maryland, for Sherry Evelyn, where the judges up there colluded with local lawyers to steal. It was originally estimated $18 million. Now it's probably more like $50 million that her father's estate has been stripped of by these judges, of which 7 of these judges have already been forced to recuse themselves. But they keep going back to the same one. They're actually in the process. If you go to my George McDermott for Justice YouTube page, you'll see that I have probably 50 videos up there on Sherry Evelyn just since December, late December, and another over 120 videos going back to 2014, where we did everything we could to protect Sherry's estate. Now she's living homelessness. They've destroyed her. They destroyed her family. They falsely incarcerated her brother. Turned her sister into a prostitute, drug distributor, and then ultimately she was murdered. I don't care what they say. I don't care what the autopsy says. I believe she was absolutely murdered after they abused her. James Delmeyer, the county state's attorney, and Leonard Wilson, Keith Baines, all of these people up there, they're all Republicans who think that they're gods and they don't have to adhere to the rule of law. So, all I can do is just do what I can do and take it from there. I should be down at the courthouse in probably about 12-15 minutes. I'm not surrendering. I'm not giving up my rights. I'm not surrendering Sherry Evelyn. I'm starting a new foundation. It's Citizens for Restorative Justice.com. It's in the process of being launched now. The .com website is up, but I have a lot more to add to it. And let these judges and everybody else know that their time of abusing our Constitution and the rule of law is quickly going to come to an end. Pick this up when I get to the Court of Federal Claims building, the Court of Appeals building in Lafayette Square, Washington, D.C. God bless everyone. I'll pick this up a little later.